Hi, I'm Laurie of Believe in Dog, and this is Remedy, and today we are going to demonstrate phase one of the name game. Now, the name game doesn't just teach your dog her name, which most dogs pick up relatively easily. It teaches them to respond to you when you say their name, no matter the environment, no matter the situation. Think about when you're out and about with your dog and she's got her nose to the ground or up in the air, taking in all the good smells, or a squirrel bolts out in front of you and he gives chase. You may call your dog's name and they may not respond. And in that moment, you think they might be stubborn, or maybe they have selective hearing, or just aren't listening to you. In reality, she may not be able to hear you. Or if she can, she just lacks the ability and motivation to respond because there's way too much exciting things going on. Working through the name game protocol can help with that. It can help teach you, show your dog that you would like her to respond no matter what's going on. Two things to keep in mind before we get started. One is that we always want our dog's names to be said in a neutral or a happy tone. We want to avoid saying their names out of anger or frustration. Associating their names with all things good helps build trust and a really strong relationship with our dogs. Number two, their name is not their recall cue. We do not want our dogs to learn to come when they hear their names for safety purposes. Let's say you're out with your dog and they get away from you and they end up crossing the street. You don't want your dog to come barreling back to you when you say their name because there could be a car coming. You want to be able to say their name and have them wait for you so you can go get them and bring them back to you when it's safe to do so. Okay, so let's get started. I've got a bowl of treats. I'm using beef and turkey flavored soft treats. These are a couple of treats that are two of her favorites, and we're not asking for any behavior. We don't need eye contact. She just offered to sit on her own. We don't need to do anything. We're just going to take some treats and say her name and then plop a treat in her mouth. And that's it. Remedy? 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 Good girl. Now I'm going to take a break just so she can process what we've been doing, and then I'll do another round of 10 to 15 times of saying her name and plopping a treat in her mouth. Remedy? 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 Good girl. Good job. We're going to take another quick break and then just do a third round, and then we'll end our session. You'll start to notice that she's looking towards the treat bowl and that she looks towards me a little bit after she hears her name already. Over the course of a few days, you'll start to notice probably a little tail wag and maybe even some eye contact when you say their name. The eye contact is not necessary just yet. That starts in phase two. Remedy? 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 Good girl. Remedy? 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 Good job. All done. That's it. Easy peasy. Practice that 1 to 3 times a day for 5 or so days, and then you can move on to phase two. And if you'd like to schedule a discovery call to discuss your training goals, shoot me an email at believeindog@usa.com. Happy training!